This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
No way.
From the Sunosi 1.5K King Studios of Arizona, Dana White gives Nelk $250,000. Julian, let me bang, bro. And Roybert Echeverria live with the MMA-Holes. Welcome to the show. It's Wednesday night. We're here. We are wonderful. UFC on ABC, number 3 in New York. Saturday night, Ortega versus Rodriguez is going down early Saturday, and we will be reacting to that card. So make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. We have a banging show for you tonight. We got 2 guests. Let Me Bang Bro is coming on the second half of the show. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. We're going to be talking about Dana White giving Mr. Kyle from the Nelk Boys $250,000. An incredible birthday gift to give to someone, and then the internet goes crazy over it, so we'll talk about that. We have a bunch of stuff to get to, predictions, interviews, the whole deal, but tonight we are starting off the show with a very special guest. This man has been on the show 6 months ago, and now tonight we find out how he's getting on the Contender series. That's right, unblemished, undefeated, 7-0, Roybert Echeverria, live on the MMA-Holes. Welcome back to the show, Roybert.
Thank you, my brother. It's a pleasure to be here.
I think I got the name right this time, Echeverria.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, great. So, hey, congratulations. This is great news that you are going to be on the Contender series. How fired up are you about this?
So excited, so pumped. More focused than ever, you know. It's a very special moment, very important moment of my life. So gotta get done what he's gotta get done.
So here you are, you're at the goat shed, you just finished your training, and you must be like super in the zone now, getting ready for a fight, the biggest fight of your career here in front of Dana White, the whole deal. I looked on your Instagram and I saw you taking us through the whole Apex, so not the Apex, the training facility over there. What was it like entering the UFC facility?
Yeah, I mean, it was a unique experience, amazing. Like, it's like you know, kind of like what I dream about it. It's becoming reality every second of my life. Like one step closer every time. So this definitely was one of the most important experiences that I have lived. So I'm really grateful and I'm thankful we got just to give me the chance to be here. Now I'm gonna do my part, which is train and get that contract done.
I mean, it has to be a dream come true, right? This is what you have been waiting for. And here we are, the Contender Series. 7 fights in, undefeated, and now you're living the dream. How do you stay, like, composed going into something like this, a fight like this, the biggest fight of your career?
I gotta stay unbroken. I don't say that for no reason, you know. Like you just said, it's the biggest fight of my career as far as now. So I'm definitely more focused than ever. I just want to keep. The work is not done yet. You know what I mean? This is nothing compared with what I want. So I just want to keep focused, get my contract signed. Then I'm gonna put in my list of new goals it's gonna be all right. First, get to the top 10, then get to the top 5, then finally get the belt, then probably go up weight class. I don't know, but one step at a time. You know what I mean? So for now, I'm just gonna keep focused on my training, my opponent, and get the contract done, sign it by me on September 20.
There you go. I'm always interested in the production of what the UFC does here. So what did they do? They had you show up and they said, hey, man, hit some pads. We're going to take some pictures. We're going to do an interview. Like, what were the stages through this? Was it an all-day process?
Yeah, it's a whole day process. It kind of breaks, but we were there like about 8 hours. Different moments. Like, okay, first we're going to do photo shoots, then we're gonna do just headshots, just for like when they announce you, when they put the stats one outside of the other, different type of photos. They also use the photos for flyers, for merch, whatever. Then we do videos, training, like doing conditioning, then doing pads, hitting the back. Then finally we get in an interview where we're gonna do like a storyline of what I am, where I came from, all that stuff, like so people know me better. Then we talk about like opponent, fight, goals, all that stuff.
Was your heart beating out of your chest when you were there? Were you like having butterflies? Were you getting nervous, or you felt like, hey, this is me, this is my life now?
No, definitely. I feel like at home. I feel very comfortable. I feel like that's where I belong. So I didn't get nervous. I was just excited. Like, it's a dream coming true. I'm kind of like living what I want to live. You know what I mean? So it's like I say, it's not a surprise. It's not a coincidence. Like, I've been working so hard for this. We've been pushing hard for this also. So like, I'm not surprised that this came. I know it was just a matter of time. It could have came. I call a straight call for the UFC. It could come a Contender series. It's nothing. Look, it's not funny that I had a 3-5 schedule before this opportunity and no one came through. So everything is for a reason, you know. Like, those fights didn't happen because this is what I need to do. You know?
So you're saying that you had opponent scheduled, it didn't work out. The last fight you had was December of 2021. So in that time period, you're waiting for something to happen, and then boom, here comes the UFC.
Yeah, exactly. I was supposed to fight in March. Then I was supposed to fight on May, I think so. Yeah, May. Then I was supposed to fight June last month. But before we start, like, all right, let's push for the next stage. You know what I mean? Like, we start making contacts and calls, and sending my number to the contact that we have and see what happens. So, but before that, I have a fight scheduled in June. My opponents keep dropping. So at this point, I was like, all right, what we're gonna do? Like, not even a title shot is working out. So, like, I wasn't planning. It's like the only two promotions that were kind of like not even offering me a fight. They were offering me a contract, which is not what I wanted. I wouldn't just fight, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you offer me a contract, but you don't have a fight for me. So it's like, all right, you had to sign a contract, but you probably fight December. I mean, I don't know. So I wasn't trying to deal with that. I just wanted a fight. They were Combate was offering me a really good contract, but they wasn't offering me any opponent, any fight, not time soon. So I was like, I don't want to deal with this. Eagle FC also was offering me a fight, a contract, 6-5 contract, and man, it's a lot. Like, that's at least 3 years and a half be tied to a promotion. So I don't want to deal with that either. Especially I want to be part of the UFC. So I don't want to wait 3 more years to be where I want to be. You know what I mean? So we had plenty of options, but no one was working out. So now come this opportunity, and I feel like it is what it is. It's what God has planned for me. You know?
That's incredibly smart of you to wait and see what happens here. Was it a manager that told you to do this, or was it all your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we had the feelings that something special was coming on our way. We really had really good people close to the UFC that were coming in to Julian, were contacting us about me, about other friends, and like, all right, there's no rush. Like, I mean, no rush because I wanted to fight. It was been 7 months with me not fighting inactive when I was fighting every 2 months and a half. So it was kind of like annoying, But it's just about patience and follow the plan. And if something big is gonna come, I mean, it's worth it. It's worth the wait,
Absolutely.
So we talk about it. We game plan about the situation, and we just decide, all right, let's decline the contracts, let's decline the offers, and let's just wait, see what happens. We were planning to wait till September, which is when the contenders finish, and if nothing happens till that time, all right, fuck it, we fight anyone, or we take other options,
Smart.
But because we were thinking like, all right, what about if any fights pull out and I get a short notice fight? I mean, I'm down for that too. But luckily we got the car wait time before, and we have a good good bread to train for a fight.
These other organizations did you leave off on good terms, or were they upset? They're like, hey man, this is a nice contract. Did they give you heat for not signing?
No, I mean, they understand my position. I'm a young fighter. I'm undefeated right now, so they were offering me good contracts, but it wasn't like, I'm not a fighter that I just want to fight, and like I'll try to be as more smart as I can and try to make the most money as I can. Like,
sure,
I'm not gonna be fighting my whole life. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I don't want to, but at the same time, it's like everything has a price, So I just rather take the more smart decision and like don't be tied, because at the end of the day they were offering me kind of same contracts as what I could get now in the UFC, but I feel like it's not the same level. You know what I mean? So if I'm gonna fight with the same contract for those years, I'd rather just stay on the UFC and fight the real deal,
Yeah,
that's what I feel I belong.
It worked out fantastic, and it's September the 20th of September of this year, so it's really right around the corner. I mean, before we know it, the summer's over, bang, you're in the UFC octagon in front of Dana White. That's going to be something else. Did you wind up getting married since we last spoke? You got engaged, right? Did you get married?
No, I haven't yet. We have plans for December, so let's see how it works. Because I feel like now, me getting the contract on September, I could be making my debut this same year. You know what I mean? Probably November. Everything. If I come out healthy out of the fight and everything works out, I feel like I'm gonna be fighting by the end of the year again.
Well, yeah,
making my UFC debut.
Pretty smart. Now your fiance must be like, oh my God, I'm having sex with a UFC fighter now. Is that what she's saying?
Yes, sir.
Does food taste better now that you signed for the Contender series? Is everything, the air smell better?
Everything. Like everything. I just make a post. Everything's gonna make sense soon. So it's definitely what it is. Everything is becoming more special, more enjoyable. You know what I mean? I just gotta be patient, keep focused. It's kind of at times 9 weeks out, but I can't get desperate. I've been peaking. I've been fight ready since fucking January. So it's like I gotta like so many anxiety going in, like to fight now. I wish I would have kicked out for the first week, but at the same time, it's good. I got time for my opponent. I think this is gonna be like my second opponent that I do a fight for with a full camp. Other than that, I've just been fighting short notice fights because like everything, my opponents drop. I get a fight in 2 weeks notice. I will fight the same day, so it's kind of worked out good too. So I just gotta be patient.
Sure. Now, the mask that you wear, are you going to be walking out to the cage in this mask? I know the UFC is very strict with things that you can and can't walk out with. Are they allowing the mask?
I don't know yet. We did the interviews with my mask, but I don't know about the walkout. They haven't told me anything yet. So I really believe and I hope that becomes a reality. So hopefully I'll be walking out with my mask and representing what I represent. And they will see. They will see. I feel like there shouldn't be any trouble. The only thing that probably they wouldn't like is the flag because they become strict because the flags. But I mean, Ariel just not just but like the fight before he walked out with a mask. Ortega walked out in December also with a mask. So I mean they're already in the UFC. That's a different platform, but I don't know. I feel like the rules are the same, so I don't know how they're gonna hang up. I definitely gonna bring it with me. I'm gonna ask for it. But if no, trust me, you will see the mask in the crowd somewhere. We'll be wearing it if it's not me. So
there you go.
The presence is gonna be there.
I mean, I think it would be a big misplay for them not to allow you to wear that mask. It's just such a signature look of yours, you know? Like it's something
Yes,
that
sir.
it just wouldn't be right for not having that happen. So I hope they do let you wear that mask. So
Hopefully.
what about like friends and family? Are you going to load the Apex up with family members? Do they give you a bunch of tickets for this?
I try to blow up the Apex. So I'm working out. I'm DM. I'm sending emails, go back and forth about the ticket situation. If they want to sell it, we're gonna sell out the Apex. If they're gonna give me more tickets, I'm definitely gonna use them all. So as far as now, I have a couple, but I think it's not enough for what I can bring to this fight. Even that is out of state, I know I can bring a lot of people. So let's see how it works out. But definitely, it's gonna be people. It's gonna be people there cheering for me, and I mean they will notice it.
This is exciting stuff. If you're just jumping in, we're live with Roy Echeverria. He is fighting in the Contender series in September. It's going to be a crazy night. Also, I want to know Goat Shed, not Goat Shed, Law of the Goat, the documentary series. Are they still filming that?
Yeah, definitely. They just sold the product, the production, to a big production company like Sony, some type of shit like that. That now they were like a professional production company, but they were too low people, like small group. But now they sold to a big promotion, so big production company. So now there's gonna be more people. They're gonna be working faster on that. So hopefully, they just talk to me about going to Vegas and sign or on the way to Contender. I feel like that and Ryan's fight coming up is gonna be the end of the first season. So that's the only two things that need to get done, because that's what they're looking for. The season is like open, so they need an end. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably what's gonna be. Because then once I get to the UFC and Ryan also gets the call to the UFC, it's gonna be hard for them, like keep the production, like getting into the fights, like because the UFC rights and strictness is gonna be kind of tough. But that's probably gonna be the end of the first season, and I don't know what's happened then. But hopefully by the end of the year, the community will be again.
That would be the perfect ending to the first season of you getting that UFC contract. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, right?
Yeah, exactly. We were trying to get a title fight to be the end, and me and Ryan fighting the same day for a title.
Okay.
So we both finishing the season with both strapped out with a title. All right. Now, what's the next stage? Probably in the second season is us signing to the UFC, but it looks like it's gonna be the end of the first season. Is gonna be me signing to the UFC and Ryan also getting called. So that's what the plans are. Hopefully everything will work out, and that's how it looks like it's gonna end.
That would be great, man. I hope that's what happens here. Now, so what's going on in the background here? You got a bunch of goats running around? What's making all that noise?
Those guys here are fucking doing all that. I'm gonna show you here.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
They fucking around. This is our home, you know what I mean? Let them lay down in the crotch mat. They just clean them out. They fucking around there, stretching, making jokes. Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? Would you like to play interviewer right now and walk around the gym and say hello to everyone there?
Sure.
Yeah, let's see what's going on in this gym. Let's get a tour of the goat shed here. This is exciting. Here we go. Roybert Echeverria, the goat shed. Here we go. We get to see it firsthand.
So here I'm going to introduce you to Macetti. This is my man, Macetti, brother. He's from Peru, a goat from Peru.
My man, how you doing?
He's fighting on August 12th in Combate, making his second pro fight. Here we have Tarzan, Hitman Tarzan. He's fighting soon also in Karate Combat. Stay tuned for my man. Here we have the amateur goat, Gifford. Here we have the elusive Adrian Garcia.
There he is.
Look out for him. He's going to be in the UFC. He's going to be in the UFC video game.
We're going to take over the flyweight division in the UFC. Here we have Annabelle, who's going to retire. Rose Namajunas soon. Here we have another Venezuelan. You can tell. Yes, he has Venezuelan tattoo on the chest. So
there we go.
Here we have this is the Goat Shed family. So that's what we do here.
It seems like you guys are a real tight family at the Goat Shed. I was watching some of the videos on your Instagram. You guys are horsing around, just having a good time on top of like the training. Is the fun part like what loosens up everything over there? It makes it more interesting and it doesn't make it more tedious to go to the gym. Just having fun.
Yeah, no, definitely. What this that make us very tight. The family. Aspect is just what wakes us up and don't make us look like, oh, I gotta try again. It's really you really want to come every day. You don't want to even leave. So that's what is fun about this, that you enjoy just be here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Every training is fun. Every training is serious. You're working as you're having fun. And you really love the process, and that's definitely a big part of what the Goat Shed is, you know.
So let me hear about your opponent over here. Jafel Filho. Pastor is his nickname. He's on a 4-fight win streak, a Brazilian gentleman. What can we expect from this guy in this camp? What are you preparing for?
Can you say it again? I don't know what I fucking did on the screen.
they're getting rowdy back there. Your opponent, what are you preparing for in this fight against this Brazilian opponent in the Contender series?
I mean, I really don't care too much about my opponent or what he brings to me. I'm really making a game plan for he be ready to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna bring the cards to the table, and he will pick what he wants, and definitely. I'm ready to fight in any situation. I'm ready to be a striking battle. I'm ready to be a wrestling battle. I'm ready to be a jiu-jitsu battle. Whatever the fight goes to, I'm training for that. So I'm really gonna go out there and performance and put my game plan on the table. So let's see how that works. You know what I mean? That's what I'm known for. I'm gonna try to look for another highlight here. So. Especially this time now in front of Dana White, to get a contract, nothing better. It will suck because I can't get a 50K bonus, but hey, I will wait. You know.
Are you preparing after your win? Are you preparing to run over to the cage and point over to Dana and yell at him, like get in his face and say, "Sign me, motherfucker"?
No, I don't want to do that. He know I'm the real deal. So I mean, I'm there for a reason. Like I say, he's just gonna see my performance and definitely, no words needed. You know what I mean? He's just gonna call me out. Yo, kid, come get your contract. That's what I visualize every day, and that's what's gonna happen.
So most of your fights, you usually don't prepare for your opponent. You make sure your game plan for how you want to take the fight. That's usually how it goes. Do you watch tape or study other fighters, or it's always about how you're gonna plan yourself?
No, definitely I watch them, but it's not I kind of just watching to see kind of what to expect, but not too much focus on his game, more focus on my game and how how to nullify that game. You know what I mean? Not to know how to counter. So I'm not like a defensive. It's more like how to like he don't even can do a plan. You know what I mean? Or his game plan. So I'm trying to like if he wants to wrestling, I'm ready to wrestle. So he don't even want to do wrestling. If he wants to jiu-jitsu, he won't want to do jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? Those type of stuff is what I'm planning to do, and that's what every fight I go out there and do. You know.
Mm-hmm. And after the fight, are you planning to stay in Vegas a little bit longer, get wrecked, party, or are you going right back to Florida?
No, definitely. I'm planning to have at least one more week there after the fight. So I'll be enjoying Vegas. I love Vegas. I've been there like 6 times. So I really love Vegas. So we're probably gonna have fun with my family, fans, and people that are gonna go there and watch me. We're gonna bring the whole World Coaches squad over there. Especially we have another friend, Julian Robertson. She's fighting on September 17th in Vegas also. So we're probably gonna be there like since two weeks before my fight. So I'll be there like a month.
That's a great time. That sounds like a lot of fun. A big couple of weeks for you over there. Explain to me on Instagram. It looks like, did you wind up getting baptized? What was going on in this picture over here?
Fuck, I can't see anything. Whatever.
It's you in a tub.
I just reaffirmed my compromise with God. I'm really giving all that I have to him, and I playing a purpose, and I feel that we have a purpose together on this fight game, on this fight stuff. Even that is people many times think, oh, how do you like are with God, but you're doing violent stuff and shit like that. So everything has a reason, everything has a meaning, and I feel like my purpose with God and what I've been called to do on the earth right now. It's aligned with my career, so I just reaffirmed my compromise. I baptized in 2018, so I just redid it again and make sure that I'm aligned with the same purpose as I've been doing since I did it the first time. So I just wanna like I say, reaffirm my compromise with that.
Yeah, so, hey, whatever you're doing is working, right? I wouldn't change a thing. Like, I would no matter what you're doing, it seems to be working, so why not? So, explain the blonde hair. Is this the new look that we're going with now? You're going to stick with the blonde?
Yeah, I got to talk to my stylist. but probably that's what going to look like. Right now, I just chop it a little bit, but I'm just going to let it grow to the fight. And that guy who cuts my hair is going to decide what the fuck we're going out to the fight with my hair, you know. But I think we're going to go out with a blonde hair, and let's see. I don't know about my beard, because that was kind of a tough one. but we did it, so it looks good. People like it. But I don't know, like it's a really good, like it's a long process. It's annoying. Just it was hard dyeing my beard and my hair. It's just annoying, but let's see. Too
much work. Well, hey, when you're in the UFC and you're making the big bucks, you're gonna have people over there dying and doing whatever you like, right?
Yeah, I could fly. That's another thing. Like I have to know what I'm gonna do to my hair, because I'm gonna be there like 3 weeks out before my fight. So I will have to make sure that it looks good still by the time that I'm fighting. So let's see, because it's not like I'm gonna fly him for now to Vegas to do it like 2-3 days before, like I used to do. So I gotta decide really well what I'm gonna do with that.
I tell you, the flyweight division has been very interesting. Bantamweight, flyweight has been incredible lately. Ever since guys like Mighty Mouse left, guys like Henry Cejudo, and you know, like these top dogs leave these divisions, and now all of a sudden it's up for grabs. Belts are switching around from place to place. You got to be pretty hungry to enter that UFC flyweight division and compete to try to go up the rankings over there. I mean, anything could happen once you get your foot in the door, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what I'm planning to do. I'm planning to make a statement and fight the best people that I can on the UFC, get to the rankings fast. There's a lot of young people now on the UFC with records similar to me, so it's not like as soon as I get there, like if I would get there like a year ago, probably a year or 2 years ago, I would be fighting like people with 3 times, 4 times more experience than me. But now those people are like the top 5. So by the time that I do the top 5, I feel like I will have already 5, 6 fights more in my record. So it will be kind of same records. Last season on Contender got signed, I don't know, like 10, 12 flyweights, which all have kind of similar records to me. So I feel like that's gonna go through. I'm really focused on them because I know kind of how UFC works with those matchups. So I feel like they're gonna try to test prospect to prospect and stuff like that to then fight the top 10, top 5. So that's what I have my eyes on. Of course, I know the top fighters, how like I've been studying him also, like how they fight, what's their style and all this stuff. But like I say, one step at a time. My goals for now is Contender, then top 15, top 10, top 5, then get that belt for whoever he has it.
Who's a fighter on the UFC roster right now that you look up to, or you say, hey, this is a guy I kind of want to be like? Is there anyone on that roster that you kind of you try to pull from?
Man, it will sound odd because he's the guy that is making noise right now. But I really like Oliveira's style. He's a very well-rounded fighter. He has evolved a lot the last couple of years. I feel like he has a pretty dangerous jiu-jitsu. I mean, for some reason, he's the most the guy that has most submission in the UFC. So he has definitely the best jiu-jitsu right now in the UFC. Also, he has a very good striking game. So I really like I feel like he's really composed in every aspect. He's being really mature about when he gets drops, all that stuff, how he takes it. And I really look up to him. I had the pleasure to meet him this last trip in Vegas. I talked to him a couple times on Instagram, on DMs. That's a guy that also he's Christian. I know like what kind of the route is, the path that he's going through. So I really look up to him as one of the best fighters that I follow. Also, I mean, there's athletes that you can't deny. Conor McGregor, GSP, they're the goats. You know what I mean? How you cannot admire those guys. But for now, it's Charles Oliveira because I feel like we have many things in particular. So I feel like him.
Do you find yourself wanting to go the route of being the big mouth on the mic? Like when there's a press conference, are you going to be one of those guys that's going to talk a lot of trash? Are you going to tell some jokes? Or are you just going to kind of stay chill?
I feel like I'm not like a trash talker as far as now because I haven't get the experience of being on a press conference. No one's like really called me out. So like I gotta get to that situations to see how I'm gonna react. But I feel like I'm just a guy that speaks facts, and I tell the truth all the time, and I feel like I'm gonna outsmart those guys on the mic, and I'm gonna look like the funny, dangerous nerd. But I don't know, like it's just I feel like it's just gonna be fun, you know. I feel like I'm gonna be more fun than trust talker, but let's see.
Are you gonna say frozen like Elsa, like Izzy said?
Hell no. Hell no. That was whack. He has his people support him, so I don't know what if he has some Disney plan fucking behind all that drama, all that stuff that he's been saying on mic. I know he really likes all the anime and all that stuff, so probably that's what his hurt was, you know.
Who would be a guy that you would really look forward to fighting? Like someone you're like, oh man, that'd be a dream fight.
I feel like it would be good fight. Out of the top fighters, the people that have been for a while in the UFC, I would say Figueiredo will be interesting. He has decent jiu-jitsu and he has a lot of power. He has a good striking. Him's one, not because he's a champion, just stylistically will be a good fight. Kaikara France definitely is going to be a good one. He's a solid striker, so I look forward to that fight. Probably he's young still, so I think we're gonna cross paths at some point. Also about the young guys that just signed. There's one Russian dude or Dagestani, I don't know, Mokaev. He's training at ATT. He's gonna do his second fight. He just got signed on straight to the UFC recently. So I feel like we're gonna cross paths. Also, he's very very young. He's like 22 years old. He's like 7-0, 8-0, something like that. So I feel like that's another guy that we're probably gonna be fighting on the rankings. I mean, there's a lot of people that I look forward to match up, and I've been training for them. You know what I mean? I know at some point we're gonna fight. So nothing's gonna be surprised when they told me, "Oh, you announced a fight against fucking Mokaev." I knew this was gonna happen. I knew that I'm gonna fight Kaikara, so I'm getting ready for them now because I probably fight them next year, 2 years from now. So I'd rather be ready for now, you know.
And now,
I don't train for my next opponent. I train for the next 3-4 fights opponent.
Gotcha. And when it comes to gyms in Florida, right now Florida's booming. It seems like you guys, there's great gyms everywhere in Florida now. You got you guys, the MMA Masters, the Sanford MMA, all these gyms all over the place. Do you guys have beef with each other? Like, do you guys like, hey, fuck that gym over there? Oh, thanks for the heart.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to look you, but I just can't see myself on the fucking screen, so I don't know what to do.
Oh, you can't see yourself?
I just see myself. I can see the whole thing like I was seeing before. I don't know what to do.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry. Yeah. We have definitely a legendary beef with MMA Master. I could say that we don't have too much beef with like big gyms like ATT or Sanford, just because we understand that there's levels to this. They've been in the game for a while, and they have the most fighters on the UFC. They have fighters all over the world in different promotions. So, but for now, we have local beef like MMA Master. Even they have been in a war for a long time, but we it's the fight that we often one of the biggest things that we often fight. We're still undefeated against them. Freedom fighters. I don't know, a couple gyms that are here in Florida. But everything's gonna start changing now. Like we're getting big, we're getting into big stages. So we probably aren't gonna be fighting them too much now. We're gonna be fighting people around the world. So I don't know. We still got interesting bouts with them on the amateurs rankings, amateur fights. So it's kind of fun, you know?
Sure, I bet. You know, listen, a friendly rivalry, as long as it doesn't get too personal, it's always fun to have, some sort of competition like that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I want to, chat room, if you have any questions for Roybert, let's end this thing with some questions from the live chat. What do you say?
I'm down for that.
All right, there we go. Roybert Echeverria live on the MMA-Holes. If you have any questions for the man, he is fighting in the Contender series. It's in September. It's coming up September 20th. He is fighting a man named Jafel Filo from Brazil. Venezuela versus Brazil going down. It should be absolutely wonderful, wonderful. Let's see what the chat has to say over here. Kendall's in the chat. Say hello to Kendall over there. Y'all always fighting squad. Yeah, she's the one that was nice enough to hook us back up again. So shout out to Kendall.
I don't know how to say it, but she's the man.
I don't. These days, that might be a little weird.
I mean, it will be more natural than say like, oh, she's the woman. What about if I identify as a fucking elephant?
What do you think about that? It's crazy right now with what's going on. People don't know what they are anymore. They're competing in the Olympics. What's your hot take on that?
Man, that's really crazy world right now. Like, I don't know if I'm getting old and I'm looking that weird, or I really don't know. Like, how the fuck you would know? You don't know what you are. You know what I mean? I still understand when you're gay and you're like, I don't understand because I haven't experienced that. I don't agree, but I don't care. You know. But like when you talk about, oh, I feel like I'm an animal or I'm a plant. Like, you fucking retarded. Like you have something. Like you're not a plant. Yeah, like you see yourself. But I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. there's a lot of people out there that every head is a word. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
if you see if you see it, if you believe it, you can see. If you believe it, everything is in your mind. Everything is imagination. You know.
You can be whatever you want these days.
I feel like that works out for them. Like they really believe that they're playing. How you can tell them that they're not a plan? They really believe.
That's crazy world, crazy. Matt W in the chat wants to know, how did you win your first fight? Was it a KO or a TKO? That was in 2020 against Philip Keller.
Yeah, it was TKO. I dropped him. I dropped him like 3 times. Then at some point I just dropped him and start going off. I don't know if he was out or not, but I just keep punching him till the ref stop him.
I mean, that's got to be some experience. I would love to know what it feels like to TKO or KO.
Super necessary.
It's super necessary. They want to know Colombian women or Venezuelan women. Tropic Tom wants to know.
Venezuela. I can't deal too much. I can't be keeping too much thoughts about that. Venezuela, for sure.
Okay, fair enough. What's the Bros fight name? The Bros. So I guess they want to know. You're Unbroken is your nickname, correct?
Yeah, the Unbroken Roy.
The Unbroken. So this name, the Unbroken, is kind of fitting considering you're 7-0. You haven't been broken yet.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think we talked about a little bit in the last interview. It was like being broken for me is not too much about physically necessary. Like, of course, you gotta be strong physically. You gotta feel that way. That's how I feel. But not because my record, not because it's more because of who I am, because my mindset. Like, if I get defeated one time, that won't break me. You know what I mean? I feel like it's more far than just what is physically or what's material. It's a mindset status. So I feel like you have to stay always unbroken on your mind, and anything can break you, no matter what's the situation that you're going through or what you're fighting against. You have to stay strong. You have to stay composed. And that will give you the best, I feel, awesome, as my personal experience, that will give you the best outcome of the situation or the best results that you can possibly get.
I tell you what, at 26 years of age, you got it all together, man. Your head's in the right place. Your body's in the right place. You're going to be fighting in front of Dana White in September. Everything's going great. I'm very happy for you, Roybert. I'm glad that everything's going well for you.
Thank you, my man. Thank you. Like I say, it's not a coincidence. I've been preparing for this pretty much my whole life. I got more and more focus every time, and I feel like my vision is more clear as the time goes. And I just have to deal with it in the smartest way. And I feel like I have the greatest group that I can possibly have around me. And I mean, everything has to work. You know what I mean? It's probably one other thing goes out of the way, but we have to keep straight, and that's the way to deal with the situation, you know.
And do you have a prediction for this fight coming up against your opponent at the Contender Series?
I feel like I'm gonna win by striking battle. I can't say like, oh, I'm gonna do this punch, but definitely I feel like it's gonna be, if it's not KO or TKO. But I'm ready for anything. Like I say, I'm just visualizing getting my contract that day, and whatever it takes, that's what I'm gonna do.
So no Boston Crab, right?
What'd you say?
Boston Crab? You're not gonna be doing the Boston Crab?
No. I'm just gonna go do my work, and when we will step in, I'm one step in. When we have the 2 steps in there, it's a different story, you know.
There you go. Hey, man, listen, I'm looking forward to this fight. Good luck. Can't wait to root you on. And if there's any last words you want to say to the community, now's the time to do so. Really appreciate it with the opportunity to be here one more time. I hope we're gonna keep doing it in the future. Thank you for the support, to you, to Kendall, all the people that are on the chat. And guys, I do this
not just for me. I do it for my family, for my country, for all the people that really support me. And we have a purpose, and you guys gonna see more about what I'm talking as the time goes on, as my career goes, keep progressing. So stay tuned. Big things are coming. I really appreciate it. Stay unbroken to all my broken resistance.
There you go.
Broken army.
There you go. Hey, Roybert, thank you for coming on tonight. We'll see you soon, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, my man. Have a good night. Enjoy Julian Lane, and let him bang, though.
We will. All right, be good, man. There he is, Roybert Echeverria, live on the MMA-Holes. What do you say, friends, about that? And that's right, Julian Lane's coming on next. Roybert is fighting in September. It's going down, the Contender Series. He is going to fight in front of the big guy, Dana White. It's going down, so we'll see how that goes. 7-0, unbroken, undefeated. Will it stay that way? Hope so, man, because he's a very likable guy. Let me know in the chat what you think about Roybert Echeverria. And thank you for Kendall's suggestion to get him on the show again. He's a great guy. Fight Contender get broke. Clapping, whoop whoop. Yes, Roy's the best. Julian Lane, yep, let me bang, bro. He's coming up next, Julian Lane. So make sure you smash the like button. You share the stream. Let the people know what's going on. For the first time ever on the show, Julian, let me bang, Lane will be on the program. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Julian. We're going to talk about Dana White, the $250,000 going to the Nelk Boys. What? UFC on ABC. Number 3. Talk about that as well. We'll be right back after this quick break. Stand by, friends. Stay unbroken, okay?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Cause I'm a CBDX.com boy. We sell legal, Delta ATAC. It will get you very stoned. We sell gummies, yeah. Buzz-based oil in a cell, and they post on Twitter. Oh yeah, hey, on CBDX.com. You better get with them. You're gonna get real high. You're gonna get that tree. You're gonna get real down loud from the Island Boys. You're gonna get all down. And so from the ground, you be smoking bud, you be smoking trees. We a different breed. You smoking green and purple, and then you create a hurt, yeah. You better get with CBDX.com, cause we some CBDX.com boys. You better tap in on the website, Island Boys, right now.
Let's be honest, when it comes to underwear, there's nothing more important than comfort. Why empty your pockets for generic underwear that loses comfort, quality, and style when you can slip into a pair of Sheath and get even more out of your daily wear? With Sheath underwear, you can treat your jewels like royalty as they are given their own private sanctum, keeping them secure and you in a state of bliss. Get 20% off Sheath now using promo code MMA-Holes. That's MMA-HOLES with the link in the description below.
And for the ladies?
Absolutely! Sheath isn't just for men. Ladies can now experience Sheath's style, comfort, and functionality too. Sheath for women is crafted using a signature modal elastane fabric blend for form-fitting breathability that will not affect the natural pH environment or the microclimate of the skin while producing that long-lasting, unimpeded comfort. Use promo code MMA-Holes, MMA-HOLES for 20% off at sheathunderwear.com.
Yes, baby. If you're just jumping in, you came in at the right time. Julian Lane, Let Me Bang, is coming on the show talking about his upcoming fight, XMMA number 5. That's right. XMMA number 5 is next Friday. Snuck up on us over here. We have the wonderful, wonderful Glove Touch. It's going to be covering the event. We unfortunately will not be showing it here because we're going to be out of town, unfortunately. Kind of bummed about that. But it looks like a great event, so we'll be talking to Julian Lane about that. The Dana White situation with the Nelk Boys, I do want to talk about really quick before we get into Julian Lane coming on. Dana, there's a video that is going all over the place of Dana giving a guy named Kyle that works for the Nelk Boys, or he runs the Nelk Boys. If you don't know who they are, they're basically everywhere. When there's a UFC event, there's a bunch of college kids that go out there. They're hanging out with Sean O'Malley. They're just running amok in the front row right by the cage. It's just the whole thing. Kids love them. They're like rock stars. Everywhere they go, people are chasing their car. It's a phenomenon that I don't get it, but they're successful. So that's great. But so Dana White gives this kid a present of $250,000, okay? So the first thing in my head, I'm like, oh, here we go. The fighter pay crazies are going to be going nuts, and sure enough, that is the case. And not only the fighter pay, but fighters are like, bro, like, are we next? Like, my birthday's next week, blah, blah, blah. So it is a weird look. This is my take on it real quick. Dana White should fucking find the person that was videoing that situation. No one should have been videoing that. Dana gives this guy $250K. That's it. Kid gets $250K. Who gives a shit what Dana gives his money to? Yeah. Who? Okay. Hold on a second. My baby's coming in. All right. I'll talk about it after the interview. Hey, how you doing? All right, kiddo. Bye-bye. All right, Ellie wanted to say. Dana honestly pays peanuts. It's annoying if you can't tell, honestly. Yeah, people are freaking out about it. Fighters should get paid more. I'm with you on that. But at the end of the day, what he does with his fucking money, who gives a shit? Here's the problem with it. It's on the internet. Once it hits the internet, people do care because it looks like they're just fucking boasting and they're like, haha, look at me. You know, it's a bad look on Dana. If I was Dana, I'd be like, bro, what are you filming this shit for? I'm giving him $250K. This is my gift to this guy. That's that. We move on. But because it's all over the interwebs, everyone's going nuts, and it is a bad look. I mean, it is a bad look. So it's a whole thing. He paid him he lost the bet. I don't know what the reasoning was. Regardless of the fact, people are going nuts over it. I couldn't care less, to be honest. Like, I'm just like, who gives a shit? I'm just like, all right, here would come the crazies, the fighter pay nut jobs. Fighters should make more money, yes. I'm not against that. I think fighters should make a ton of money. I think they should make as much as baseball players and NFL players and all. Yes, especially because the UFC is doing great. I would like to see the fighters get paid a ton of money. I'm not going to lead it. If they're not going to union up, if they're not going to fight for themselves, why should we fight? Like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't know. If fighters want to fight for it, sure, go for it. I support them. But if they don't, and they're just going to go online and complain, well, then I don't give a shit. Let Dana give him $250K to this guy. It doesn't do anything for me. Me complaining online is not going to change anything. The only thing that's going to change fighter pay is fighters to start a union. Fighters to actually, take a stand. Then it will happen. Okay. Anyway, let's get Julian on the horn, and then maybe we'll get his point of view on this situation. Let's get Mr. Let Me Bang. This is exciting. Haven't had a chance to speak to Julian Lane before, so this should be good. Looking forward to this. Julian Lane. Okay, I'm going to get him on the horn right now. Send out the submarine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Phil Star, baby. 17 months. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right, I think I'm going to have to send Julian a message here. I hope he has Skype open. Calling now. Need Skype. Open. Okay. Let me bang. MeBang Bro. All right, so if you're just jumping in, we're looking to get Julian Lane on the show. There we go. Okay. It wouldn't be a show without issues. It wouldn't be a show without issues. Let's see. Yo, let me Skype, bro. Let me Skype. Imagine fighters have a strike on fight night. And I mean, yeah, could you imagine a pay-per-view? Imagine a pay-per-view, they just fucking walk out. Could you imagine? Like it's like the biggest night of the year. And then fighters just fucking like, you know what? I'm not gonna fight. Dude, that'd be wild. I mean, talk about taking a stand. That would be nuts. But what would the UFC do? The UFC would legit. Here's the problem. There are people that will gladly say fuck the union and fight. That's why fighters can't have a union. There has to be some sort of you have to synchronize everybody. Everyone's got to be on the same page, because if you're not, or majority of people have to be on the same page. If you're not, they're just going to find Joe Schmo. They're going to have the scabs come in, and then that's it. They're just going to have a whole new roster. So that's that. Let's see. The UFC needs the fighters, not the other way around. It's true. Not really. I understand the UFC needs the fighters, but like I said, they'll get anybody to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the brand. They'll find someone else and they'll hype them up and make them the next best thing. Like, you know, so you can't, the union thing, there's a reason why there's no union. And I understand why fighters don't want to jump in the union, because the stability, people like the UFC, if you're looking to fight, if you're looking to stay active, the UFC is going to pay and you're going to fight and you're going to make a decent living. You're not going to be fucking a multi-millionaire. You know, so some of these guys got to fight a bunch of times before they can catch a milli. You know, but you stay active, you make a decent chunk of change, and you do what you got to do. It is sad, but it is what it is. It's a business, you know, and I don't run the business. Let's see. Come on. Let's see. Let me try again. Hopefully we don't have a no-show here. We're having some issues getting Julian on. All right, let me try one more thing here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. All right, give me a second here. Live TV. That's usually how it works. Okay. All right, let me try this again. Unless he's got another Skype. Let's see. Unless there's another Skype here, let's see. Could be it. It could be it. All right, let's see. Trying another Julian. We'll get another Julian on the show. We are 0 for 2 on Mr. Lane. Hope I can watch the UFC this weekend. Worked 60 hours and got sick and fell asleep before the last VARD. Let Moss interview, bro. I know, right? What the hell? So we MIA. Julian Lane is MIA. We're trying to get Let Me Bang on right now, but he's not around. Let me Skype, bro. Dana had to know giving that dude $250K wasn't a good look, especially in the economy. But here's the thing. It's his money. It's his money. Like, who are we to say what Dana White? I mean, Dana White does not own the UFC, right? It's not all Dana White. There's other people involved. You know what I'm saying? Dana White has a lot of say, a lot of pull in the UFC, of course. But he doesn't own it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like all his. So what he wants, he's fucking filthy rich. He gives someone $250K that doesn't really need it. It is a bad look, but it's his fucking money. Like, imagine me going to you and saying, "Hey, man, you can't fucking give that guy that gift. You should be giving it to someone that's more needy, that works for you." Like, say you have a business and you're not, you know, you're paying your guys, but they don't think they're getting paid enough. You know, you go over. It's not our business, really. I don't know. It does look bad, though. I'm with you on that. It does look bad, but I can't really go crazy over it. Yo, where is this guy, man? I'm sure UFC bigger than NBA these days, and pay doesn't even compare. And they pay the whole team. I'm sure. Wait, I'm sure UFC is bigger than NBA. There's no. UFC's not near as big as the NBA. No, that's not. The UFC's not bigger than any major like team sport. Maybe hockey. I don't know. But no, it's not the case. It's only bad. I wish it was, because it's like my favorite sport. It's only a bad look when you consider Figueiredo got 125. I butchered his name. All right, I'm gonna try one more time, and then I'm just gonna move on. This is a little weird, man. A little weird, a little bit weird. He is like completely MIA. Let's see. Did you get blown off by Julian? Oh, God. I tell you, JJ, we don't forget things like this. It's becoming a multinational. It's only going to get big. Yes, in time, JJ, the UFC will be massive. We predicted that the UFC would be bigger than boxing, and it's like, it's not quite there, but it's almost on its way. Like, it's so popular now, boxers want to fight MMA guys. So UFC is there. Like, actually, at this stage of the game right now, I feel like it is more popular than boxing, the UFC. I feel like it's cooler, the UFC. So yes, I feel like that came true. But it's going to take time. It's still very young, 20 some odd years of UFC. It hasn't been around that long. Like basketball, football, baseball, all these sports have been around forever, ages. So UFC is still very young. So we'll see what happens. Bet Julian is in another time zone and confused. I think he's in Florida, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm almost positive he's in Florida, so the time zone is correct. If Kendall's in the chat, maybe Kendall could shoot him a text. He's brilliant. Julian left us all hanging. Sup with that? I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea. You know what? Actually, I should call up Frank from Tiger Life. I think he's got his number. Let's see. Give me a second here. Actually, you know what the fuck? I'm not going to... It is what it is. I'm just going to move on. What am I going to do here? I'm not going to fucking chase this guy around. Call Mike Perry on... Mike Perry, Julian's not coming on our show. Like, what the fuck? What the hell just happened? Like, I don't know if Kendall's still in the chat, but she was in the chat before. Maybe she could shoot him a text. I did throw up a few news stories if you need to kill time. No, I'll just go into our regular stories. Thank you, though. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, see, I was going to reach out to Frank, but, what am I going to do? Hey, Frank, could you text Julian? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to bother him. Yeah, I'm not going to, like, what am I going to do here? All right, if you're just jumping in, we're waiting on Julian Lane. He's kind of MIA. I think he's banging or something. I don't know. But this man, we're going to put out a search warrant. Have you seen this man? Have you seen this man? We are on the lookout for Julian Lane, Night Train. Where is he? Send out the search party, please. Imagine we get blown off by Julian Lane. What are we doing here? What happened? I stalk him. I'm like, where are you? What the fuck, dude? I don't know what happened. He confirmed. He did confirm, so I don't know. Maybe something came up. Anyway, if we get him on, we get him on. What are we going to do? All right, let's talk about the story here. So all right, let me show the video for those of you that didn't see it. First off, let me just show this here. This left a bad taste in my mouth. I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of over with the fucking Nelk thing. Like, it's like, guys, like, why is the UFC like, listen, if they're popular on YouTube, that's cool. Why are we getting force-fed these guys? So there's Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo. Now, apparently, I think he was drunk and he was barking at Sean O'Malley. He's telling O'Malley to carry on with his interview, right?
Is that Henry? Is his name Henry?
So here's the Nelk guys.
You're a bitch, dude. Fuck you.
You're a bitch, dude. Fuck you. Dude, your Steve will do it. Like, you're not a UFC champion. Like, what is going on? What are they...
You're a bitch, dude. Fuck you.
I wish Henry went over there and just fucking bit his ankles. You know, just ripped his ankles off with his teeth. Like, that would have been amazing. So Henry responds, you're a slut. Henry, what are we doing?
Slut. That was an interesting chirp. Yeah, it might be actually true. Never been.
So anyway, Henry calls him a slut. I mean, what is going on here? Now, remember the video of the guy that got his hat slapped off his head by Nate Diaz? One's in the chat if you remember that video. It went viral. It was one of these Nelk boys. So apparently they hired this guy to do media for them. And I should just do a whole stream bashing the Nelk boys. It's getting to the point where it's just like, it's just getting fucking stupid. Anyway, the guy gets his hat slapped off by Nate Diaz. It's a cool move by Nate. We're like, okay, yeah, let's see if I can find it here. Nate Diaz slap. But it all falls apart. Okay, here it is. Okay. Here we go. He probably got tied up at the gym. Listen, Kendall, he's dead to us. That's it. It's over. The relationship's done. We are moving on.
Ogden's finest, Nate Diaz. He's coming to check out Sugar Sean, right?
Nah, you better watch your tweets about who fought recently.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so Nate slaps this guy, right? The guy knows it's coming, and Nate slaps him. So they kick this dude. They kick him out of the fucking event, right? First of all, Nate slapped him, so I don't know why they're kicking out the Nelk guy. But anyway, they kicked out this guy from the event. He's not allowed to be there anymore, right? And then as the night progresses, the Nelk guys find out that their reporter has been kicked out. They run to Nate Diaz, and they're all doing shots together. I'm like, wait a second. Wait, Nate slapped your dude. They just fucking slapped your dude, kicked him out, and now you're all doing shots together? These, like, what? So I kind of lost, like, a shit ton of respect for Nate Diaz. I'm like, Nate was like a G here, doing the world a favor, slapping one of the Nelk boys. And if you go watch the Nelk boys' most recent upload of them at the UFC, Nate's doing shots with them. Nate's doing shots with them. These guys turn their back on their boy. Nate just completely sells out and does shots with the Nelk boys. And I'm like, what the I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? They're all lovey-dovey, slamming shots. Do yourself a favor and check that out. I couldn't fucking believe it. I couldn't believe it. I'm starting to see if they have it on, let's see. Maybe they have the clip on Twitter and I could show it. Let's see. I feel like I live in a bizarro world. Like, everything, like, it was like, as I was watching Nate do his shots with the Nelk boys after he slapped their other guy, and then Nate's like, hey, everything's all right, boys. I still love you. Yeah, let's do a shot. You want to do a shot? And everything's just getting, like, everything's closing in on me. And it's like, hello, darkness, my old friend. I hope but and all I'm thinking is my fandom for Nate Diaz. As I was at the gym the other day with a Nate Diaz shirt on, I'm like, come on, how do you slap this motherfucker and then you're doing shots with their boys? What the fuck? Let's piggyback off of the Nate Diaz thing. Listen, I'm a Nate fan. I like Nate. I was legit just wearing his shirt at the gym. The ARIEL interview. Help me out here. What the fuck was Nate saying? Like, what was he saying? I couldn't get past 2 minutes of listening to that shit. I was like, and it just like, all I got out of it was he was just constantly complaining about this fucking contract and this and that. I'm like, bro, like, is this going to be a fucking hour and a half of Nate Diaz mumbling about, he's pissed off about this fucking contract? I just fucking, I bowed out. I was just like, all right, I can't. What am I doing? I don't want to listen anymore. Like, what is happening? Help me out here. Like, what is fucking happening with this world? You got the Nelk Boys running around like they run the UFC. You got Nate slapping their dude. Then Nate fucking doing shots with the other guys. You got Nate on this interview with Ariel, and it doesn't make any sense. Israel Adesanya's freezing people like Elsa. Sean Strickland has a fantastic moment, then gets slept. What is going on with the UFC these days? Julian Lane not coming on the MMA-Holes. Flat leaving us. Like, what is going on? What's happening here? Let me know in the chat what the fuck's going on, because I don't even know, man. Dana White giving $250,000 to Kyle from the Nelk Boy, who has more money than God. Let me pull that video up. Let's pull that up. What is happening? What the fuck is happening? Okay, stand by. Stand by. By the way, this fucking guy. So this is an exchange I had on Twitter. I don't know who Derek is. Derek, if you're in the chat, let me know. Reveal yourself. So I put a tweet up. I love Nate, but I couldn't get past 2 minutes of Nate Diaz interview with a laughing emoji in the MMA Hour. That's just my feedback. So this guy comes in and says, I can't get past 2 minutes of listening to you call fights. Jesse is so much better than you, with an exclamation, like screaming at me about it. So I'm like, who the fuck? I'm like, what the? Who the fuck is that guy? So now I click on his profile, and this guy pops up. I'm like, okay. That guy pops up. So I respond. I can't get past 2 minutes of looking at your profile pic.
Wonderful.
Sorry,
wonderful.
just had to I had to torch you there, my friend. I don't even know who the hell you are, but sorry, Jesse, that I roasted your fan. He deserved it. Anyway, that's not what I was looking for. I just stumbled upon it when I was looking for this clip. So whoever the fuck that guy is. He doesn't look like... Well, I thought it was Ghoulie when I saw his picture. I'm like, you ever see the movie Ghoulies? Where the monster comes out of the toilet, the bald monster. I'm convinced that's him. All right, so I'm looking for... Let's see. Dana White, Nelk. Da 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 da. Dana White, Nelk. All right, here we go. Give me the video, baby. Give me it. Did they pull it off? Oh, here we go. I was going to say, don't tell me they pulled it off the internet already. Josh, I'm in. Okay. Okay. So here's the video. So apparently it was this guy, Kyle from the Nelk Boys. I bet some people don't even know who, like, look at this mongrel. His, he runs this YouTube channel called Nelk Full Send, right? And they're doing a great job. You know, like they're killing it. They're making a ton of money. They're young entrepreneurs. They have Happy Dad as a drink. Everything's going great for these guys. But the UFC is force feeding us them. And here lies the problem. So now Dana's friends with them. That's cool. You know, apparently Dana's son was fans of these guys. So Dana linked up with them. They became buds and whatever. Sean O'Malley's making money, you know, with Happy Dad and people. You know, great. Fantastic. Okay. But why every time I have to watch a UFC event, I have to see these fucking guys? You know, they're cage side. They're causing a scene. They're talking shit to the fighters. Like, it's like, guys. So here's the next video that pops up.
What the fuck?
You get him more.
No.
Look at Dana White's shit-eating grin on his face. That's the face of someone that could just give you $250,000. One day, I'm going to have that smile. I don't know how. One day, I'm just going to be able to gift someone $250K. I just don't know how I'm going to get to that stage. Just a bag of fucking money.
Holy holy fuck. Back to Tootsie's?
So this guy's like, yeah, let's go to the strip club. He wipes his ass with this money. Rich people.
That's fucked, bro.
Oh, rich people. Rich people. Oh, just fucking suck my dick. No, but all joking aside, it's his money. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with it. The problem is, why are they filming this shit? Why are they filming this shit? You got a bunch of the crazy fighter pay Nancy's out there. The people screaming and yelling with pitchforks. Oh, pay the fighters! They need to make more money! No, pay them! Pay them! You know those guys? The Dan Hardy. Did you see what Dan Hardy put? He fucking capitalized because he's still salty that the UFC gave him the boot. Dan Hardy's the most fucking annoying guy in the world. Look at this. He is like one of the first people to jump on this. Dan Hardy posts this video and says, retweet if you think Uncle Dana should give all the UFC's top 15 ranked fighters $250,000 for their next birthday. So Dan Hardy's starting it up, you know. Nah, my former boss that fired me. Here's the dig. You know, ARIEL HELWANI's, all these guys out there that are just shitting on the fucking UFC. You know, the product that they indulge in, the product that they make a ton of money off of themselves. You know, without the UFC, there's no ARIEL, there's no us, there's no Dan Hardy, there's nothing, right? There's none of us. So for us to sit here like a bunch of yentas crying about the fucking fighter pay, let the fighters fight that fight. You know what I'm saying? Let them fight that fight. Majority of us are fucking stealing streams. Majority of the fucking MMA community is going out there and fucking stealing fights. So Nelk got to it. You know what? Shit on rich people. That's all you got to do. Say fuck rich people. That's what you got to do. Don't like crowbar this into the fucking, oh, fighters need more pay. No, this is just rich people. Let's make fun of the rich people. That's what we should do. You know? That's what we should do. But rich people just giving each other money. Money goes to money. My brother used to say that all the time. It's the truth. Money goes to money. That's just how it is. What, are we going to sit here and be old fucking negative Nancy's about it? No. What are we going to do? We're just going to fucking do some YouTube channels. We're just going to have Julian Lane blow us off, you know? That's what we're going to do.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Tropic Tom.
Can we get a viewing of the Morris Spears Let Me Bang remix as a consolation prize?
I am banning all Julian Lane content on this channel. I can't wait to go back into the thumbnail. Like, what the fuck? You know, unless there was a serious family emergency, you don't blow the MMA-Holes off. That just doesn't work. You don't do that. You don't do that, man. You're on a fucking 3-fight losing streak, Julian. You don't blow us off. You don't blow off the MMA-Holes. Now, if there's a... These donations are going towards my therapy session after tonight because I'm going to go crazy.
A black man can't drink.
I mean, a black man can't fucking drink. Tonight, we riot. We riot tonight. D-Rest. Come on. I mean, come on. Come on.
Nothing but the rent moss.
Thank you, D-Rest. Dropping a $40 donation. What? Come on, D-Rest. Come on. Okay. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. If we don't get an apology on our show, we riot. If we don't get an apology on our show, we riot. Thank you, D-Rest. That was really nice of you, man. D-Rest going ham tonight. Going crazy.
Please, I'm begging you, don't ever buy another UFC pay-per-view again.
Dropping a 50 now? What?
I don't want your money.
He don't want your money.
Pussies, pussies, I don't want your money. Pussies, 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 I don't want your money. Pussies, money, pussies, money, pussies, pussies, you're a moron? I don't want your money. Money, 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 pussy, pussy, money, pussy, pussy. I don't give a f.
Wow, D-Rest with the 50.
Make fun of rich people. Nothing but cash, son.
D-Rest making it rain. Come on, D-Rest. Let's go. D-Rest, you're the man. Appreciate that. Listen, next week we having a break, but we'll be back on Saturday for the UFC London event, so there's no MMA-Holes. So the fact that you are dropping donos right now, we're going hot into the break. Really appreciate that, my friend. Really, really appreciate it. So we'll be live on Friday. We'll be live on Saturday. And then we're going to be off the grid. And it leaves a bad taste in my mouth for a guest to fucking bail on us. If Glove Touch or someone in the chat is available that could make a graphic for me, I need some help. Can someone put together a Julian Lane missing poster? Can you put it together before the show is done? We'll drop it on Instagram. Or a milk carton with Julian Lane's face on it missing. If someone could put that together to us, that would be wonderful, wonderful. Drop it on our Discord, our meme center. That would be very nice. And we will post it on our social media. We need to send out the search party. What the hell? Call Mr. Jones from Alpha Male. His number is in your Instagram. Mr. Jones? Yeah. You know what? We'll set up maybe an interview with that guy. Seems like a nice guy. I'm not going to drag anyone else in now. It's like what the fuck? Anyway. The pound for pound chart. Yeah, did you see how cool is that? Chris Curtis is ranked #1 pound for pound. I bet you didn't know this. But yeah, the rankings just got released. The fuck? We put it on Discord. We dropped it on Twitter. The pound for pound rankings. Let's see. Inside, I'm like furious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably still showing it. I'm fucking furious right now because here's the deal. Like, you could just send a text, say, hey man, I'm not gonna make it. It's all good. It's just like I hope hopefully nothing's wrong. Nothing seriously wrong with them. But it's just like what the fuck. I could have clickbaited and done something crazy and not have a guest on. At least see that's why our first guest is a complete gentleman. Let's see. Meme Center. Here we go. I mean, it's not a meme. This is actually real. I had a whole bit for Julian. Yeah, I'll show you guys anyway. Like, I had a whole bit, man. Maybe he knew what my bit was. I was going to do the let me bang bit. Like, who would you bang? I had a whole bit. I had a whole bit, man. I had a whole fucking bit. Let me bang bit. I had it ready to roll, man. Someone must have tipped him off. That would have been gold. I had it ready to roll. Anyway, I guess. Oh! Oh my God! Alberto! Oh! Gotta be your me. The Hearns. Look at him beat. Look at him beat that meat.
I made fun of Julian Lane hairline. Hopefully he wasn't in the Discord.
Imagine he was in the Discord. He's like, I don't want to go on that show now. Thank you. Wow, Roberto, thank you for the $7.25 donation. Thank you. You are absolutely wonderful, wonderful. Thank you guys for the donations. Really nice of you.
Oh,
super nice.
Super
Whoa, hold
chat.
on. We got a super chat over here. Life and Logic.
My $2 way better than Dana's lousy 250,000.
Focus 250K. No one needs that shit. Thank you for your $2. Worth way more, for sure. So the rankings got updated, and I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. Men's pound for pound rankings. They put Chris Curtis in first, #1 overall. Bumps Kamaru and Volkanovski down. Israel Adesanya and Ngannou. Wow, look at that. Action Man. Fucking Action Man. Chris got a kick out of that. Yeah, Chris wouldn't leave me. He would show up. He's a man of his word. Shout out to Chris Curtis. He would never leave me hanging like that. What was I going to say? It was something else I was going to say before. Yeah, so I had that whole bit ready. So anyway, let me get some final thoughts. I mean, I don't fucking know. Let me get final thoughts on this whole situation with the Nelk Boys and Dana White. I mean, are you like furious about fighter pay and everything like that? And is this just making you more ferociously angry? Do you think Dana White should be able to do whatever the fuck he wants with his own money? Are you sick of the Nelk Boys? Steve will do it and all that stuff. Like, what are your thoughts on this thing? And then we'll politely move on. But
What
in
the
case
fuck?
like I've never opened up $250,000. You know, that's never happened for me. So I watch this video on repeat all day. I actually pretend that's me. I'm pretending I'm the happy dad.
What the fuck?
You get them more.
No.
What the fuck? Chump change. Chump change. I predicted you'll get a 10K donation. Yeah, I don't know, man. I tell you what, when we got that $1,000 donation, I was like, I couldn't believe it, man. I was literally stunned for a week. Stunned for a week. Steve will do it, does give back. I'll give him that. Yeah, Steve. So, yeah, but here's the thing. You have to understand this. Let me just be very honest with you guys. Steve will do its money is coming not from him. He's getting sponsored by stake in these gambling companies. That's not from the kindness of his heart. He's getting these things as like sponsors are throwing these things in there for him to wear whatever jewelry or fucking like he's got a ton of fucking money from all different places. And it's just content. If you notice, it's always cameras in front of him while he's fucking doing this stuff. I don't think he's a bad guy. I bet Kyle's not a bad guy either. It's just these guys are rich people. They're forcing them in front of us, right? If you're subscribed to their channel, you enjoy their content, then knock yourself out. I'm subscribed to Steve Will Do It. I have seen his stuff, and I have no problem with him. You know, it's like kind of cool. There's a rich guy running around giving shit away. Okay, cool. Whatever it's for. I don't say, hey, this is the nicest guy, this is the kindest guy in the world. I don't know him per se. My problem is this. I'm a UFC fan, right? So if I'm watching the UFC, why are we getting force-fed this Nelk stuff so much? You know, like if I'm not a Nelk fan and I just want to watch UFC and their content, why am I getting this other content like crowbarred in there too? Because Dana's friends with them? Like, it's weird. That whole thing is a little odd. So I understand why people are, you know, being like, all right, enough's enough. So I kind of see both sides, you know? I'm not a complete grouch. You know, I understand Nelk's got a big following, you know, and credit to them for earning that following. Not shitting on that. But every once in a while, we like to shit on rich people here on the MMA Holes. You know, that's what we do. I pay off my house. Yeah, what would you do with the $250K? Would love to know. I believe cans have the rights to Dana's pockets. Mr. Beast don't give shit away. They don't earn back. Yeah, I mean, all these YouTubers that are giving out money and stuff like that, it's usually coming from sponsors. That's usually where it's coming from. You know, these massive sponsors that they get. And now gambling sponsors have become a massive thing. When we had MyBookie, they were very nice with us, but they weren't like shelling out tons of money for us, our measly 60K subscribers. But maybe down the road, when we start giving away $250K, then you know they're doing it.
Super chat.
Brian M. dropping in 1999.
Make it a dance party. We will drink.
Let's go.
Let's go, Patty versus Jordan. LFG.
Yo, thank you so much for that donation, my friend. I appreciate that very much. Brian M. UFC London is so good. I'm going to schedule the stream. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I guess Saturday after the fight reaction. So the stream is going to be ready to go all week next week, and then when we get back from whatever the fuck we're doing, we will go live. And the card is so good. Having Chris on the card, having Jordan on the card, on the main card, it's just, I got chills thinking about it. Patty Pimblett, Jordan Levitt, Chris Curtis, and the Joker, Jack Hermanson. Come on, I don't even give a shit. I don't care about the main event. Curtis Blades. Listen, Curtis was supposed to come on the show too, but he handles his emails, and it was a weird interaction we had. So he agreed, but we just didn't get a date, and I was just like, I can't fucking like super harass these guys. They got lives, you know? So I don't want to just keep on. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll send our buddy Anthony out after him. It's just weird. Yeah, me, Jesse, Ellie, we're going to completely unplug. Everything has gotten to the point where it was just like, it's just too much, right? There's just too much of the same thing going on. Wheels are constantly going and going and going. So what we need is to hit the reset button. It's been a while, and we've never really had anything with the baby where we can just deprogram. So we're finally having that for a couple of days next week. So we'll be back Saturday. We'll have off Sunday. We'll be out, and then next Saturday we'll come back for London. But thank you for inquiring about that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The man that's left us in body but not in spirit. The mighty Anzalo. Michael Watch out, here he comes with the wrench friend, heart and soul of the holes, Mrs. Steely girlfriend. Time out trolls, welcome to the dead end. Cock so big that you can't even comprehend. Bust and groan, making bitches moan on the timestamp throne while the chat room's stoned. Hold up, save the show, for the tales will be told about Michael Anzalo. One of the greatest MMA holes of all time.
You wear a badge of skill, my son.
Wow, look at that. That's deep. Thank you, D-Rest. Appreciate that. D-Rest, I really appreciate your contributions. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Appreciate that. Wow, look at D-Rest been going crazy tonight. And the other last stream too, man. D-Rest has been going bonkers. Thank you, D-Rest, for the donation. If you're just jumping in, we had Roybert Echeverria on the MMA Holes fighting for the Contender series coming up in September.
Wonderful.
Real
wonderful.
Cool dude.
You don't have to shitkin the bit. You can present the lineup to the community and let us put ones in the chat.
Hold on a second. Thank you, Tropic Tom. Appreciate the $2. Big shout out to PC Strickland. This guy's become fucking legendary over here. I didn't check the Discord yet, but I just saw that we got a DM. PC Strickland coming in clutch. Are you ready? Oh, this is funny, man. There it is. Yo, go follow this guy on Twitter, man. PC Strickland. This guy's hilarious. At PC Strickland MMA on Twitter. Please help find missing person Julian Lane. Last heard saying, "Let me bang." If you have any information, call 1-800-MMA. Oh, God. Oh, fucking A, man. That's so funny, man. Drunk, if you can... Drunk's got access to Twitter. If you could fucking tweet this out, I'm going to throw this on Instagram right now. Let's double dip. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, man. PC Strickland. Clutch. I'm putting that shit on the thumbnail. All right, hold on a second here. Fucking A. I don't think we've had one guest before. 6 years of doing this. One guest before was a no-show. And he was a Bellator fighter. I can't remember. This has had to be like 4 years ago. Like relatively early. And I fucking lost it. I legit lost it. I can't remember who the guy was. He didn't really want to be in anyone. But but so technically this to me feels like the first real burn. Here we go. Oh shit. This is too fucking funny, man. All right, I'm going to drop this on the IG. Actually, hold on a second. So follow us at the MMA-Holes on Twitter and on Instagram. I'm not even going to put any tags on this. If you could give it some likes, I'd appreciate it. I'm just going to tag Julian Lane. All right, give me a second here. So fucking funny, man. PC Strickland. So for those of you, if you can put this up in your neighborhoods, put this on trees, I don't know, put it all over the place, preferably in Florida. I think that's where he is, in Florida. You know, we're concerned. Want to make sure he's okay. Hopefully no one, you know, we just want to, you know, just hope he's all right. It's a no-show tonight. Men don't tweet. Yeah, say that to fucking the UFC roster. Okay, let's see. Here we go. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna put at Julian Lane. I'm not gonna say a damn thing. All right, I dropped it on Instagram. I did no tag, so if you can go over there and give it a like, I'd deeply appreciate it. We put it on our IG. It's at the MMA-Holes. Just slap a heart on it. Fucking just give it a like. Let's fucking the CAMERAMAN. This community is fantastic. Really a fantastic group of people.
Super chat. His hairline was so back Rosa Parks didn't want to sit there and to say it. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Oh, fucking A.
CBD. CBD.
D-Rest.
CBD.
CBD. Spark it up.
CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you want to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
I sponsor the MMA-Holes.
That's right, D-Rest. You are a sponsor of the MMA-Holes. Thank you for your support, my friend. I appreciate that. If you're just jumping in, our second guest is a no-show. First time, really, I mean, there was one no-show. I can't remember who it was, so it doesn't count. Someone from Bellator. I can't remember who the fuck it was. Many moons ago. But this is the first real burn that we've had. And, you know, it's a sad day because I was looking forward to interviewing this man. I had a whole bit ready. Thank you, Wesley, for the subscribe. I was really looking forward to, you know, doing the bit. And I had a million questions for the guy. Fascinating character. He cried on The Ultimate Fighter, but the saying, the slogan that came from that war cry has been something that has kind of catapulted him as a personality. And Let Me Bang has become legendary. But the next legendary thing now is him blowing off the MMA-Holes. I'm going to look back in 10 years, and I'm like, we got blown off by Julian Lane. Like that. Probably he's probably the last guy I would think. Thank you, Mr. Savage. How about Damn Savage? Let's give a round of applause to Damn Savage hanging out on Twitter at the MMA-Holes. Thank you. I feel like I was stood up at the altar, you know? I feel like I was stood up at the altar. But, you know, the show goes on. Life goes on. I can't wait to tell Jessie about this. She's going to lose her shit. It's not Kendall's fault. Kendall tried to set it up. So it's not like... And he did confirm. So... Well... you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a Jimmy Kimmel... Remember what Jimmy Kimmel did with... what was his name? Matt Damon? Where he used to like end every show. I want to thank Matt Damon for coming on. I should end every show with... I want to thank Julian Lane for coming on. Like I should... you know, it's been don't be an a-hole, be an MMA hole. It's been that since the beginning. That has been our send-off. I was saying it, then I handed it off to Jessie. She gave it with a little wink. I think we should thank Julian Lane every fucking show. In fact, I'm going to write a note to myself for coming on. I want to thank Julian Lane for coming on the show. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. We'll get to some news stories, too, as well. We'll talk about a little UFC on ABC. That's happening Saturday, early. Strong Island, New York. It's going down. It's too much recognition. I mean, it's still funny. Because then, you know what's going to happen? Like, new subscribers will be like, why the fuck are they thanking Julian Lane for coming on the show? And everyone that's in the chat tonight will be like, I was there for that night. I was there. So we'll thank him every fucking night. Every night. The existence, until he decides to show face on here. But I hope he's okay, man. I hope he's all right. You know what's going to happen? We're going to find out tomorrow, like, something really bad happened. Then we're going to go, oh, fuck. Might have to take down this video. All right, let's look at some of the stories that Mr. Damn Savage posted on the Twitters. And well, let's talk. Sean O'Malley works as a gas station attendant and gives everything away. Nice. Is he doing this whole YouTube thing? I tell you what, man, Sean O'Malley is on fire. Like, and you can tell, like, when he's doing his gaming streams and shit like that, he's like, he's hitting his stride. He could, like, completely fall apart in his UFC career.
Super chat.
Yo, Jason, baby.
Fook Julian.
Let's go, Jason. Let's go. Let's go. Well, no, let's not fook him. Let's just make sure he's okay. You know, let's make sure he's okay. Jason Osato, shout out to you for dropping that $10. Appreciate that. I'm going to use it.
Welcome in.
I'm going to use it to buy tissue boxes when I cry myself to sleep tonight. So here's Sean O'Malley. I didn't see this yet. Dressed as a gas station employee and gave everything out for free.
Hi. You need help find anything?
No. Okay.
Yeah.
He's such a weirdo. So what I was saying about Sean is, like, he could lose every fight from now on, and he has now a decent fan base where he could just pivot to either internet persona, gamer. Like, there's so many things. He's already with Happy Dad doing the drink thing with them. He's very, you know what? He doesn't come across as an intelligent human being, but he is. The guy is incredibly smart as a businessman. He's been putting himself in play, you know, for life after the UFC. He could lose every single fight from this point on, and he's set. He's made the connections he needs to make, and he can do some content creating and stuff like that. So here he is at a gas station. I wonder if this gas station's by me. It'd be hilarious if it was like in my neighborhood.
You work here?
Yeah. First day. I'm kind of nervous. Sorry.
Well, I need Fireball.
A little fire bizzle? A little fee-ball? That's what I call it.
She's buying fire. Who drink? Does anyone still drink Fireball?
That's what me and the boys call it, a little fee-ball.
Do you know where it is?
Let me look. Let me look.
Oh my god.
He's twerking.
Are you serious? You work here?
How many do you need? These are packs of 10.
I'll take the.
You might as well do 20.
How much are they?
Between me and you, I'd probably just hook you up. Do you need anything else?
No.
Huh?
That's good. That's perfect.
No, honestly, it's probably my last day on job. Here's 500. Yeah, last day on the job. I'm just hooking people up. Here's $500 gift cards. But I'll probably just.
He's so fucking weird. I guess he's high as a kite. He's such an oddball.
No, just swipe one of those for these.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, swipe one.
This has got to be illegal.
No.
I don't want to get in trouble.
You're not.
Oh, okay, so there he is. He's giving stuff away at a gas station. Look at that. Very nice. I guess that's on his YouTube channel. Very nice. He's giving 500. Dana White's giving 250K. Sean, you got to up your game. You got to up your game. Dressed as a gas station employee and gave everything out for free. So, yeah, MMA Gone Wild posted this. So you can go check out his YouTube channel. Go give him a like over there. I noticed he is starting to pay attention to his YouTube again. So, shout out to Sean O'Malley. All right, let's see what else we got over here. Any comments on that in the chat? What do you guys think? You a fan? No cages, El Palo, excuse me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, look out.
Colby Covington wants to kiss your hand. Donald Trump, can I kiss your hand? Kiss your hand. Kiss your hand. Trump, you have a delicious hand. A lot.
D-Rest.
Brooklyn and Queens equals Staten.
Brooklyn and Queens equals Staten. Brooklyn and Queens equals Staten. D-Rest, you still in Staten? How's it going in Staten Island? Brooklyn and Queens. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. The $5 holla from D-Rest.
Wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful. Appreciate that, my friend. He should pump gas, but don't stop and fill it up. I mean, yeah, giving everyone out free gas. That's like $500 a pop. He looks homeless. Oh, Sally gives money away to a lot of needy folks. Umar Nurmagomedov with SMESH O'Malley. Umar would be a problem, yeah, I would imagine. That's a great fight, though, right? Imagine that. That could be coming up. Who knows? Guido, if you still could suck yourself off, you would record it also. Remember when... What the fuck? What the hell's going on? I worked at a gas station corner store. It was very, very interesting. Yeah, I worked at a gas station as well. I worked in a mobile. That was like one of my most fun jobs that I had. Like, we would work the overnight shift, close the pumps. I would bring my guitar, just hang out. It was a good gig. It was fun. I didn't like really do much. We just horsed around, and there was old weirdos showing up. Are you talking about the weirdos that would show up at the gas station like at night? Some of the oddest. I told the story about the foot sniffing. It was such a weird job, but I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. All right, let's see what else we have here on the news section. The Damn Savage News Extravaganza. Yair Rodriguez wanted to fight Brian Ortega, but says it's easier when there's no bad feelings. What do you think, man? I feel like Ortega is going to come out there and put a working on Rodriguez. But Yair he's a flashy, fun dude, so it does make for an interesting fight. But I guess no bad blood between the two. Okay. I mean, I don't really have much to say about this thing. Let's look at the actual event. I think it's a good scrap. You know, I do. I feel like these guys should be a pretty fun fight. Means a lot at 145 because it's kind of up for air. Like, if you have a fantastic performance right here, we're looking rematches or we're looking at something. You know, Yair is going to have his first title shot, which is odd because if you look at his record, you know, it's been a little wonky. But T-City, you know, he almost had Volkanovski in that choke. He was like seconds away, or inches away, I should say, from putting him away, and somehow Volk got out of that thing. So it would be interesting to see them run that fight back. It would be a little interesting, even though Ortega did lose. But let's see. We'll see what happens there. You're looking at the co-main, Waterson versus Lemos. I mean, it's just weird. I don't think Michelle Waterson's a bad person. She's probably a sweetheart. I am not a karate hottie fan. It just doesn't. I don't be like, oh my God, Michelle Waterson's fighting. Like I couldn't care less. She's fighting Amanda Lemos, who is a -400. My goodness. Damn. Brazilian Holly Berry, -400. I have to throw. I don't know. Okay. Jeng, this kid here, Lee, who got smashed by KHAMZAT, still really fun to watch. And I'm curious to see what he comes back with here. I'd rather see this fight as the co-main event. Muslim Salikov versus Lee. Salikov has been doing work. A lot of decisions. But this is a pretty good fight. I don't hate on this fight. I kind of wish this was a co-main event. You got Matt Schnell versus... This guy's just one name. That's it. It's like Prince. Why don't I remember this guy? I know I've seen this guy fight. For some reason, I just can't remember. The Tibetan Eagle, who's on a 3-fight win streak. Decision, TKO, and decision. Matt Schnell's the guy that keeps his head sideways when he fights. Lost the... Oh, yeah, I was right. The Royval fight. Bontorin, Tyson Nam defeated, and then lost to Pinto. He lost to decent guys, Schnell. All right, this could be a good scrap. This card over here doesn't reek. Wow, where's the New York talent? Where's Schnell from? Louisiana? Is there any people fighting out of New York? The fuck? Where's the New Yorkers on this card? They're having a New York event, and is that these guys from New York? Pennsylvania? You mean to tell me they couldn't get someone from Long Island or New York? Someone? Dwight Grant? Anybody? Oh, here we go. Dwight Grant's from New York. Jesus Christ. Dude, this is terrible, man. Damn, they did New York dirty. One fighter from New York on the card? Am I seeing shit right here? Where's Jacoby from? Colorado. That's wild.
Thank you.
B-Man's been a member for 11 months. 11 months. So the main event's good. Number 10 fight's decent. Schnell is decent. Burgos versus Jourdain's. Actually, that's a pretty good fight. Why are we putting Waterson versus Lemos as co-main event? What are we doing there? Why are we doing this? Because they're up in the rankings? Or, I don't know. Where's Karate Hottie sitting at now? What the fuck? Why is this co-main event? Because Karate Hottie's a name? I tell you what, this is pretty... It's pretty lame. Oh, this is actually Soriano versus Linjambula is a good fight. A lot of blemishes, but still interesting matchup. Damn, New York's getting shit on. And it's an early card too, right? 11 a.m. on the Eastern time. Boy, oh boy. Boy, Long Island, they did you dirty. They did you fucking dirty, man. Oh, Burgos is from New York? I didn't know that. Let's see. Wait, he's not even on this card. Oh, yeah, he is. Shit. Fucking Jesus Christ, Jourdain Burgos. All right, so he's from Monroe, New York. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying before, this is a good fight. All right, so Burgos, 2 fighters. Boy, oh boy. It's a weird one to throw on Long Island. A little strange, but the main event's good. So at least at the main event, I kind of wish this number 11 fight, you could have dropped this down to fucking 7, 8. Yeah, why is Misha? Wouldn't Misha Tate versus Lauren Murphy be better up as co-main event? Fucking A. Whoa! D-Russ dropping a 30 now. He's going nuts. Yes! Come on! $30 holler!
Whiskey. Yes! Robert 12.
Come on, D-Rest. Let's go.
Nothing compares, kiddo. Happy Wednesday, Chris, and the lady that is your while.
Thank you. For the ladies, my while. Thank you, D-Rest. Wow, $30 donation. Come on! D-Rest. That's 2 streams in a row where D-Rest went crazy on donations. Thank you so much, D-Rest. Stay wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Appreciate that, my friend. Todd Harstein. Shit, been watching and listening to y'all since the beginning or close to it. Remember the arguments with Food Fight? Those guys The food guys. Are those guys still? Are they still doing it? Let me know in the chat. Are they still? I haven't paid attention. I forgot about those guys. Food Fight Live. Yeah, I completely. Yeah, they're not even on our radar anymore. I wonder what the hell they're doing. They used to show the fights and shit. Let's see. ABC card explains it. Disney needs a woman's fight. You know, it's weird too. Actually, it makes me scratch my head even more, right? If you're going to showcase this on ABC, now the main event, it's good scrap for ABC, but I don't know. That's odd. That's odd. It's a really head scratcher. Who knows? Maybe this card just delights us. It could, man. I mean, the big stage of ABC. It's in New York, you know. So, you know, maybe people will really show up and we'll see some really good performances. It's possible. So we'll have some breakfast Saturday with the MMA-Holes. We'll react to this card. Shirt. Actually, yeah, I got a D-Rest shirt on right now. Actually, I'm rocking. It's a little faded over here, but it says Mystic Moss. Shout out to D-Rest. I think they're trying to do it without showing the fights. Who is that? Oh, the food guys. Yeah, I remember they had to blur the screen last I saw. But they were, oh my god. Like, those guys, like, yeah, what are you saying? You want to bring out the guitar? And they, like in the middle of the fight, they would just start fucking. And they just and you hear. Yep, there's a left hand. Dude, it was fucking nuts. It was nuts. Those guys were fucking. They were in their own world. Darren Till at a low point after UFC London withdrawal. I mean, he's got to be super bummed. Darren Till. But hey, he's cornering Chris Curtis. He will say everything to protect himself. Jan Blachowicz on Yuri Prohasa's call of Glover to share. Oh, Jan, come on, man. I like Jan Blachowicz. I do. I really do like him. But, bro, that last fight, you got lucky. I mean, let's be honest here. You got fucking lucky. Like, that was a damn close fight. He got injured. You get the win. That doesn't say, okay, now title fight. I mean, Glover was in a fucking war with Yuri, this close to getting the win and holding on to his belt. Gets submitted. You got to run that fight back. Jan. Come on, Polish Power. I understand, man. You want to get back in there. You're hungry. But what are we doing? What are we doing, Jan? Nate Diaz blasts Habib's title. This was actually pretty funny. I did see this article. What did he say? Come here, little fucking bitch. Too, Diaz said, I'm reading the Diaz said part. He'll be for a town, you know what I'm saying? You got done party and then getting. They both be friends over the same way, little beat. You ain't no good. You're scared, fighter. You're fighting the whole time. And you know your whole family with them. I was here before her family, you say. Shut up, Ashley. No, your whole family. I don't want nothing from the whole family. The whole family a joke, too. But they're all the fighters right here. Did you guys get that? So that's what he said about Habib. Dude, Nate talking to Max. Yeah, we should do a stream of Nate talking to Max. that would be good. Maybe I'll do an upload of them having a conversation with each other. That'd be something else. Like Max should be the interviewer. Like Max Holloway interviewing Nate. If someone could animate. I know, yeah, Nate is beating the fuck out of me. There's so many fighters. There's so many fighters beating the fuck out of me. There's no doubt about it. But imitation is the highest form of flattery. That's what I'm going to tell Nate. The highest form. I am flattering Nate. I mean, he knows he slurs. He knows he talks like that, right? I mean, he's got to know. I mean, he doesn't hear himself back. He's not like, he doesn't hear the most articulate person in the world. It's just like, I notice his voice is getting a lot raspier too. I got to add more of a rasp, like phlegmy. I gotta add some sort of gargle. Anyway, Stipe, Nate, and Max. Oh my God, Stipe, Nate, and Max. Yeah, if someone was able to animate, slide into our DMs, and maybe I can send tracks, like audio tracks, to you, and we can collaborate. That'd be great. That'd be hilarious. It just takes like so long to animate shit, right? Let me check if Julian Lane got back. Hold on a second. I got some audio from my DMs. Julian? You there, bud? Let me bang. Julian Lane? Julian? Julian? Anyone see Julian Lane? Julian Devin Clark liked it. I just should contact any UFC fighters I know now and ask them if they want to come on and pretend they're Julian Lane. Should I ask? Should I ask Devin Clark if he wants to come on and pretend he's Julian Lane? That'd be hilarious. All right. Stop being bitter. All right. We have anything else? Let's see. Man, oh man. Let me fucking interview, bro. Yeah, me too, Jeff. I'm actually like really like this bit was gonna be fantastic. Like, who would Julian bang? Like, I'm curious if he would bang Paige, Michelle Watterson. All right, I'll play right now. All right, Paige gets it. Michelle Watterson doesn't. I wouldn't bang, bro. I don't know. She doesn't do it for me. I would bang the shit out of Cyborg. Leah Thomas gets it. Taylor Starling gets it. Okay. All right, we did our bit. We did our bit, guys. Let me bang. Out of that crew, who would you bang? Let me know in the chat. Who would you bang out of that crew? Since we didn't have Julian Lane on the show, we couldn't find out. What's wrong with the screen? Who would you bang, bro? Gabby Garcia. Taylor Sterling. I'm Gonna Cry. Only stopped by for Julian. Tattoos. Paige, yes. Watterson, no. Cyborg, no. Leah, no. The one after Leah, yes. Cheyenne Buys. What about Virna? Jean D. Rober. Yeah, she would have been good. When he comes on again, I'll add her. Tracy Ortega. Casey O'Neill. Paige Watterson and definitely Taylor. Ariane Lipsky. I can't believe no one would bang the Olympian. You guys are hard to please. Amanda Hebas. Nate Diaz, Blast Habib's title reign, Hall of Fame. Yeah, here's the rankings. Pound for pound rankings over here. Chris Curtis, #1. I didn't see, I didn't get what this was. So Paulo Costa said, I swear this is not true. It's not true. I don't know, like, what the fuck? Why people are saying it looks like him? Actually, it kind of does. They do look alike. If Nunes, if translated this correctly, then Paulo Costa is indeed the father of Amanda Nunes. Yeah, I don't even know. The writing is so small, I can't even make it out. Paulo Costa's dad? Either they're legally married or she had his kid. Damn. Palacosa said Vitor Belfort was dead. Dead. Very interesting, man. Okay. All right. I think I'm done. I think I've had enough. Anyway, this fight is this weekend. Ortega versus Rodriguez will be live Saturday. We're going to Fook off on a Friday. Is there any XMMA is next Saturday? Next Friday, excuse me. It's the first event. This is their 5th event, XMMA 5, and it's the first one we're not broadcasting. It's like, oh, it kills me, man. I wish I knew the fucking date. It hurts my soul that we cannot broadcast the event live here. We will not be here. But it's a bummer. So go check it out. It's xmma.com, right? Let me just double check. Or you can go to their YouTube channel, XMMA's YouTube channel. Still love XMMA. You know, it's just, unfortunately, we didn't know that they were going to have an event that night. It sucks it was a Friday, too. It would have worked perfect. You do have this fight against Will Brooks and Luis Pena. What? I bet Luis Pena wouldn't have blown us off. Why didn't I reach out to him? Luis Pena. Damn, I should have. We were supposed to have him on. I just never followed up. Anyway, they got a bunch of fights on here that are notable fights you want to check out. So check out XMMA's Instagram, xmma.tv. xmma.tv on Instagram. And they're going to be showing the fights for free next Friday. It's going down. And they're calling it Southern Heat. Glove Touch will be in attendance, covering the event. So yeah.
Gonna smash. Gonna smash.
I'm gonna beat everybody. I'm gonna finish 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 everybody.
I'm gonna smash everybody.
Let's go, D-Rest.
I think I'm done.
Okay. A bow for D-Rest, from D-Rest. Muchas gracias. Appreciate the $9 strong donation from D-Rest. Absolutely wonderful.
Wonderful.
Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. All right. Julian Lane was supposed to come on. So we're sending out the search party at the MMA-Holes on Twitter. Retweet the tweet. We need to know where he is. I mean, he is a complete no-show. So if you can retweet this, maybe we can get a hold of Julian. Let me bang. I don't know. Maybe he's banging right now. I have no idea. Or go over to our Instagram at the MMA-Holes and hit the heart button. We didn't throw any tags on this, so just smash the heart on the missing persons report over here. We need to find Julian Lane, and you know, I mean, there's so many good moments that were going to be had tonight, and unfortunately, we have been robbed of those moments. So hopefully he is okay. But we must go. I want to thank our guest, Julian Lane, for coming on the show tonight. Roybert Echeverria, who is fighting in the Contender Series, he did come on tonight, and we had a tour of the Goat Shed. Go check out that interview if you're just coming in now. Run it back. Hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. And I think that's it. We'll see you on Friday. Fook off on a Friday. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-Hole. Real quick, Drunk Savage did put the video of, this is what I was talking about earlier, and I guess you could keep the conversation going in the comment section. But this is the video where I was like, what the hell? Nate Diaz slaps the Nelk reporter and then shares a drink the same fucking night with the Nelk Boys. I was like, come on, man.
As you all...
Oh, my God. What the fuck? Who the hell is that? Anyway, here's Nate, right? So the video goes viral, and look at the big smirk on Nate's face, and Kyle's like, yeah, bro, you slapped my boy. He's just shaking everyone's hands. So here's a slap. Right? There's a slap over there. So look at these guys. Like, what the fuck? Right? They're just hanging out. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like, so, and they're doing shots together and shit. I'm like, what? What? So let me know in the comment section what you think about that. I mean, that whole thing about Nate slapping the Nelk Boys reporter and everything like that. Okay, cool. And then all of a sudden they're buds, like the same, like, number one bullshit.
This is